So this video is going to be about Martin Zubimendi. When I was in England last week, well, I got back yesterday, I think. I can't remember when I got back. Some quotes came out from Martin Zubimendi, which I'm going to go over with you. I did post them on YouTube, obviously on the VIP members website, and you'll have read articles about this. I just think it's important for me just to chime in with my opinion about it. Some people care about my opinion, all right. And so basically what he said was, I went on vacation and it caught me by surprise. That's Liverpool's interest. It wasn't something I had planned. I reacted when the situation arose. It was an uncomfortable time for me, but I weighed the pros and cons and concluded that the best option was to stay. I don't believe in once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. If you're good and want to achieve something, it will come to you. There's no need to rush. I looked at my personal progression, who I am, and the club's project. I stayed because I knew this season would be important for me in the team, and I still had steps to take. It wasn't that hard of a decision. There were many reasons for my decision, but I was selfish and thought about what was best for me, and that was staying. Now, something interesting there is he said that the interest caught him by surprise. We were led to believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ornstein or Joyce, I'm sure that they said that Hughes had been working on this for a long, long time. I don't know if any of you will remember. If you do, please drop a comment. I'm sure that one of the, the big guns said that. But you got to remember, this is him speaking to the Spanish media. He's not going to turn around and say, well, I was talking to him for months through my agent, right? But what I noticed was a lot of the Twitter twats, the clickbait, people, the aggregators, or as Miserable Martin Red Raw LFC calls them, the instigators, they made all these headlines like, it was not difficult, to turn down Liverpool and stuff like that. And Zubimendi on easy decision to reject Liverpool and stuff like that, which obviously gets you back up, right? Gets you back up, doesn't it? Like, who do you think do you know what I mean? It does, right? But that's what they want to do because they're trying to drive engagement, right? But if you think about it, he's basically saying, about staying at his own club. So he's saying, if you think about it, headlines of it wasn't a decision for me to stay loyal to my own club. It wasn't a difficult decision. Let me look at the exact bit I want to get. It wasn't that hard of a decision. I do apologise for making you wait a few seconds. It wasn't that hard of a decision. So it wasn't that hard of a decision to reject Liverpool, or it wasn't that hard of a decision to stay loyal to the club I've been with since I was a young boy. Do you see how they can influence you with headlines and the text around the quotes? Because all I've seen is those comments being met with pure anger from Liverpool supporters. When I posted it on here on YouTube as a text update the other day, I saw the comments in there on the members website, the KopTalk VIP members website. People are, sticking the boot in. But I don't actually see what he said here that's wrong or disrespectful to Liverpool, right? It wasn't that hard of a decision. I mean, he is saying, it depends how you want to look at it. He is saying it wasn't that hard of a decision to turn down Liverpool, if you want to look at it like that. But what he's saying, it wasn't that hard of a decision to stay with the club that's been, loyal to me, that I've been with since I was a young boy. And if you know the history of, coming from that region and playing for one of those clubs, it makes it a lot deeper. And you've got to remember, this interview is aimed at that audience, those supporters. So my advice is, don't fall for the, it wasn't that hard of a decision to reject the absolutely amazing Liverpool. You know what I mean? To snub Liverpool, to turn down Liverpool. He's basically saying it wasn't that hard of a decision to stay with the club that he's been with since he was a kid. That's just my opinions on it. And one more thing, the vibe over here in Spain is Real Madrid think that he's been offered a contract by Manchester City. Let's reword that. Real Madrid officials believe that Zubimendi has been offered the opportunity to sign for Manchester City in January. You've heard those claims, you've seen those claims, but I think a lot of those claims in the media are just because City had that injury. The minute that big injury came up, Zubimendi was going there, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And the media were all over it. But this is Real Madrid officials. They think, or you could say confirm, whatever you want to say, that Zubimendi has been offered the opportunity to sign for Manchester City in January, right? But he's rejected it. That's what they claim, Real Madrid officials. I'm talking about them, not the media, not the Twitter twats, all right? I take that with a bit more credibility, to be honest with you. What was the other thing? Oh, the other thing was that Real Madrid seem to think that they might have a chance of signing him next year. The option is there, but it doesn't seem to be coming across as a priority signing to Real Madrid. So what that means is Real Madrid, might be interested in him, keeping an eye on him, see what happens. Good player, very good player. They acknowledge that, but there's other areas that they would like to focus on ahead of that. All right, so it doesn't sound like Real Madrid are all out to get Zubimendi. Again, you might see some of the media people saying stuff like that, claiming stuff like that. All right, so I've got a notification. All these fucking notifications flashing up on my phone. I must put it in airplane mode when I do a video. Sorry if my video doesn't make much sense. It's my first day back. I feel a little bit rusty and tired. And I'm under a bit of pressure to get things done. It's 4:45 here. It's much later in the day for me than usual. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it with you. The reason for the video, if you're confused, was just focus on the quotes. I've told you this for years, haven't I? When you see a player quoted, or a manager, just read the quotes. Try to avoid the headline a little bit. I mean, it's the first thing you're going to see, but I always I ignore the headline and I ignore the journalist, because if it's in Spain, they're going to influence you in one way. If it's in England and pro Liverpool, they're going to try and make him sound shitty or something. Skip all that. Form your own decisions. Read the quotes. If you want to read the rest of the article afterwards, do. But if you read the quotes without the context of Zubimendi rejects Liverpool, wasn't easy to turn down Liverpool, you won't be angry. You'll just read them and go, "Oh, lad was staying loyal to his club." Right? Would you agree with me? I think the majority of the comments will say, "Sick of hearing about this fucker now." Well, I don't write the news, so. All right, guys, if you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Please drop me a comment about Zubimendi. All right. And if you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, then you can hit the super thanks button. It's the love heart under the video, and I will give you a shout out tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning's briefing. Have a great Christmas. All right.